Hello once again to another part of the ultimate contest. Today we have for you Mr. Skylork trying to defend his rank at rank 3 from Harley Quinn, who is currently at rank 4. Skylork bringing out a quick hunter. And we will see what Mr. Harley is going to put against it. That is not Harley, that is Harbinger of Cringe. Is Sky just spamming staff? No, staff. Don't do that. He's just spamming chat rooms at me. Unacceptable. Harley is landing somewhere. There he is. Locust! Interesting. Hunter v Locust. It's not a match that you see often. Locust is one of the few ships that on paper is decent against Hunter. It depends on a lot of factors though. You definitely can't just walk in, I don't think. Depends a bit on the RD. Let's see. Let's see how this one goes down. So quick AB interact range exploit. Skylork instantly puts his buffs up. And Harley's gonna go out. Sky's gonna chase him. Get in there. Yeah, some shots back and forth. My ship is very slow. Woohoo! Sky too late with the RD and he just gets bombed down. That's, yeah, I mean, that is one way it can go, I suppose. Wasn't expecting it, my apologies, I expected Sky to get his RD off in time, but no, a little bit too careless there, and bomb connects, and bomb kills. So that's a quick 1-0 for Harley. Yeah, faster than I think anyone expected. I didn't expect that fight to turn out that way, but it is what it is. Let's see what Sky wants to pick to defend his title as a top 3 player. Skylork has the strange tendency of picking Vega when he gets to choose. We'll see if he decides to go for that again, or if he's gonna go for some of the more conventional systems, so to say. And I just need to bring a faster ship to spectate this. Like this one. No, this isn't the fast one. This is the fast one. Which one's the fast one? I made one of these fast. Didn't I? I thought I made a fast spectator ship. Okay, whatever. Let's see how well this keeps up with... No, I can't risk it. I'm recording. Be professional. Engineer. Engineer fast. Yes. Speedrun. Go. My apologies. Technical difficulties. I was collecting energy before starting the recording. That's why I was in my TC ship to get the slightly faster collections. So, let's see what we've picked. I believe the system has been communicated in DM. Either that or I missed it because I am the stupid. Yeah, it must have been communicated in DM. But it's gonna be Draconis, and we have a Chrome v Chrome to look at. Quick AB in. Sky with an instant RD. That's a balanced RD, that must be a misclick. He must have been trying to press his afterburner. Sky is now gonna be looking for a reset. He does get the blaster range, so he should get the reset he's hoping for. Runs out. And we should be looking at a reset here. Harley just shooting some Mantis, recognizing that on paper there is no way he can get in range of Sky. So we're just gonna wait for the reset. So we just wait, I believe there is a little bit of DM chattery going on. It looks like Skylork is ready to get back in. Harley once again with an AB start. Sky with an OS dodge. Very good, very good. And that gives him a big advantage now, because Harley doesn't have an obvious way of resetting this fight, and he's behind a significant amount of damage. Just off of being hit with the OS. Gets the prot off, choosing to prot first instead of RD first. I think that's risky business. The Protector has a longer cooldown than the RD, so he has a lower chance of getting to a second defense, essentially. Sky gonna trap him here, yeah. OS should be up soon. Sky gonna keep his afterburner, hoping to once again gets the dodge, I think. OS on Harley. The trap does keep Harley safe for the time being. But Harley is at dangerously low HP. He has closed the gap a little bit from the initial OS hit. This difference is 20%, is less than what one OS hit would be. Sky has the earlier RD now, and Harley just gonna go for a reset out once he can. Harley teasing back into range, puts up the Protector. So once again, prot first. Sky probably gonna see a Protector soon. Tries to OS dodge, doesn't get it that time. We should be seeing a... yeah, tries an OS, doesn't crit hard enough to kill him through the Protector. I think Harley's gonna AB in most likely. Yeah, AB's in, Sky puts the prot, Harley AB's out, so... very technical play, or yeah, good initiative, forces the prot, resets it out, but unfortunately this does allow Sky, because Harley is the one that went to range, Sky is fully free to just walk back, get a full reset on his items, and he'll be fine. Sky actually goes back in quite quickly. Not fearing much, obviously the Chrome a very tanky ship, he's unlikely to die this soon into the engagement. Both OSs get used. And yeah, Harley is at slightly more effective HP with the Protector still going. Sky gonna AB out, we'll probably see a trap reset here, I'd imagine. Or he's gonna get to his RD. Does he get to his RD? Yeah, he does. OS shouldn't quite be up yet for Harley. It's gonna get there soon. Sky fears it, puts a Protector on top of his RD again. Don't think he's gonna overheal much, if at all. Yeah, he overhealed 2% by my count. OS counter OS, and Sky now takes a reasonable advantage in terms of HP, but the trap dies really quickly. It was probably in the OS, which is unfortunate. And Harley gets trapped on the AB, so probably looking at the end of Harley here, unless he gets a last second defensive item. Doesn't get it, so that is a 1-0 up for... sorry, a 1-1 now for Skylork. Gets on the board. Which means that the choice falls back to Harley for the next system. And Soul gets picked. Apologies, I was typing. Soul gets picked by Harley, so we're just moving down the systems so far in numerical order. And we're gonna take a look. Skylork, I know, has a sniper, a Chrome and a Hunter available, and Harley I think has just about any ship he wants. So we're gonna see. I would expect Sky to go for the Hunter if he has the option. It is the better 1v1 ship generally over the Chrome based on the win rates and based on the playstyles that we've seen. But, you know, there are some mind games here, I think. Thinking about what your opponent is gonna play, maybe thinking if you can counter it. So maybe Sky expects Harley to expect him to pick a Hunter, which means that Harley is then expected to pick presumably a Punari, which would be a good counter. It is actually a Punari. I'm right on the money. And maybe Sky predicts this, and instead of going for it, he goes for his Chrome. Not that the Chrome is particularly good against the Punari, but it's an interesting one. Sky does go for the Chrome, so I have flawlessly called that out. Some excellent PvP analysis here, if I do say so myself. And we're gonna see how this turns out. I'll definitely be starting a timer on this one, because we might be here for a while. But let's take a look. Let's take a look. I believe a go sign has been given in the DM. Little bit of stalling. Yeah, just walk into blaster range. Quick OS. Harley gets the dodge. A little bit too ambitious there by Sky. And that puts Harley in a really good position. Stun Dome on the AB. But Sky prots it off and does get to range now. Harley, I think, will crawl into range slowly but surely. I believe the Punari is slightly faster and Sky also not moving in a straight line. So gets back into range, and if Harley can shoot down this Protector, then, you know, that's a free stun on Skylork. He didn't have to waste a single stun yet, so that's pretty good on paper, I think, for Harley so far. He should throw out probably an immediate stun. He might kite out for the RD, but that could take a while. Ooh! That's a big OS hit as well. Puts the prot up. Even if it, no. Interestingly, only playing with the fan run and the cooldown. He might have forgotten his speedrun, or he might have just toggled it off. And now stuns right when the RD happens. So both the RD and the Protector cooldown are being increased at the moment. I don't think he can kill him before the Protector comes up. Skylork should still survive, at least to the next cycle. And Harley is, you know, he needs to watch his own defense as well, because the next OS is going to kill him if he doesn't, he needs to put the RD ahead of time. It is a long repair droid, should be mentioned, so he's still in OS range, HP wise. Not sure if he's in range though. Sky puts up the Protector. Harley goes for an AB out. He didn't. Oh, he toggled in the wrong drone. That's a division drone. Sky's gonna get in range. Ooh, Sky chooses to back off. That's unfortunate. He would have gotten in range there. Oh, Sky also didn't toggle in. Unless if he now toggled it out, but drone toggling, man, it's an art of its own. Very, very interesting. Maybe they agreed to not use speed drone as well. That is a possibility. I've only now realized. Yeah, Harley now says I put the cooldown drone, no speed. Yeah. So I do think that that is not on purpose then. And Sky can see armor drone. Sky is messing with his drones as well. Drone toggling, it's confusing to keep track of, but there's not much else to keep track of in this fight. There's some cooldown management going on. Sky throws out the trap, Harley with a quick AB out of it though. Sky is not in the best position right now. Don't think he's dead by any means. Yeah, he's gonna just kite around the trap. Punari doesn't have the DPS to kill him anytime soon. Harley should probably just be shooting the trap. Get rid of it for future purposes. But yeah, Sky's gonna tease in every time he shoots the trap. Sky's gonna try to get a hit on Harley. Sky is still dangerously low HP. He will be repairing himself very shortly, I imagine. 18%, yeah, there it is. Puts the RD up. Throws an OS out. Harley not even attempting a dodge there. Probably because I'm not entirely sure if he had the afterburner. Puts up a protector. And now he's gonna shoot the trap down. But yeah, Punari, it doesn't have good DPS, so it takes a while to kill the protector. ABing through, and yeah, Sky just ABs the other way. And there's nothing Harley can do about it. There's no way Harley's getting in range of this one. So it's looking like we might have a draw on our hands. The trap is almost dead, and that will allow Harley... Yeah, because Sky's still stunned, so Harley does get in range now, but Sky puts up the protector. Harley puts the RD up, because his prot's about to die out. Perfectly understandable. Doesn't want to get OS down. That's the main risk for the Punari. Like, the Punari shouldn't lose the direct firefight, but he can't afford to be OS critted. Punari isn't the most armored ship ever. It has decent armor, but it's not anything insane. And now puts the Scrambler. Yeah, I'm just gonna walk out. Skylork has been stunned, but I feel like Harley is giving a little bit too much space, and it's risky because, yeah, that's a bad OS hit though. That's good for Harley. Puts the product now. Sky has no real way out of this, and he's gonna get stunned. We might actually have Sky in trouble here. I'm not sure if he gets the RD in time. Should be pretty close. He's probably gonna get it. Chrome has too much armor. Is he gonna get it? Needs to put it. 2 blasters. 1 blaster. Miss? Nah. Not enough misses. He doesn't get it in time. And yeah, Harley with what turned out to be a nice bait. Baiting even the commentator. Because I thought he was giving too much space there, but yeah. Sky choosing to go back in, probably a bit of a mistake. Honestly, pushing too far forward. But yeah. Interesting, so Sky taking the loss there, meaning that the score is now a 2-1 in favor of Harley. We're gonna see what Sky decides to choose to tie up the score once again, hopefully. If you're a Skylork fan, if you're a Harley fan, then, you know, you're hoping for a system where Sky isn't that good. But let's take a look. And yeah, because it's in DMs, we don't really know the system. If Sky is saying it. Harley is typing in global and Sky is typing in DM. And that makes my life difficult. But yeah. Should be fine overall. And Harley brings out his ship, which is a Draconis ship again. So a Draconis Hunter is what we see from Harley, and that means we already know the choice that Sky is going to have. Since he only has 1 ship available, it's gonna be the Chrome. And we get a Chrome v Hunter. Should be an interesting matchup. It's gonna come down to whether or not the OS crits for the most part, but there is a bit of, you know, trickery that can be done with your cooldown management and all of that good stuff. The Chrome has a good reset. It also has a counter to the stun, but it doesn't have a counter to the range exploit, and it doesn't have a good counter to the just overwhelming single target DPS that the Hunter can dish out. So, pretty even matchup, very interesting in my opinion. I like this matchup quite a bit. And Sky replenishing a little bit of his energy supply. We're gonna hopefully not take too long on that, because I don't expect this PvP to be particularly long this round. should, like, well, both ships have means of resetting the fight. It's just, it's difficult. It's difficult to predict this one, honestly. I'm just gonna wait and let the blasters speak for themselves. But Sky apparently in need of a little bit of energy. So we'll be waiting here. So how are you guys today? Had a nice day at school slash work slash whatever you're doing? Hmm? I have nothing to do in this time. I honestly have nothing to do at all. We're just... Oh, we're off. I think we're off. Yes, we started? Go. Go. Yes, go. So, Skyborg, quick AB in. Trap, okay. Harley has wasted his resetting potential. OS attempted... But that, you know, he forced an early RD. Ah, he gets to range. Yeah, stuns at the right time, so he gets to range. Skylork not getting the... Ooh, walks back into range, actually. Skylork did double defend. And the prot gets shot down, like, instantly, so... Harley has a long repair droid, and that's very strong against Chrome, actually. So Sky is in trouble, no defense. His only hope now is stalling out slightly and then somehow getting in range for an OS. An OS will kill Harley at this point, it's not that far off. But Sky is 1 SB away from death. AB... The Hunter is faster and he does scoop it up with that Hunter. So that's a 3-1 in favor of Harley. Only one more match to go to claim his victory. But Sky does get the pick. And we'll see what he's gonna do. Everything on the line now. This pick will decide, at least for now, the outcome of this match. Will decide if this match gets to continue for more than one round or if it's all over. And let's see. Let's see what Mr. Skylork decides to play. And I'll just casually complain that he should be using global, because I have nothing to talk about. Damn it. I'm trying to do my job here and he's making my life miserable. He picks Soul. Okay. So we're sticking with the top 3 systems. Pretty similar meta in all 3 of those, obviously. Soul, Draconis and Siri. Essentially the same ships do the same thing. There are some slight differences based on like the ship size and the range interactions and the speed, and it's all very, very complicated. But and some people say that there are no differences at all. Some people say there are differences in armor between systems, differences in items between systems. I don't know. I'm not a Pirate Galaxy technician. I don't know the item values to that extent. I don't dig through the files, but I believe there are some minor differences between systems that are caused by very subtle things. But for the most part, my original point, before I got miserably sidetracked, Soul, Draconis and Siri operate on virtually the same meta. They are more or less the same system in terms of 1v1. And we're gonna see a Hunter once again by Skylork. And an XD from Harley. Sky goes back in. Harley goes for a Paragnice. Let's... I feel like something got communicated between them, but I'm not entirely sure. Let me see if I can verify what's going on here. Skylork obviously a referee himself, so I'd not suspect him of breaking the rules that quickly, but... Oh, he was in the wrong configuration. I didn't scan him, I just looked at his ship. Didn't pay attention, okay. So, it looks like we're gonna have a Hunter versus Paragnice, of all ships, which... I have nothing to tell you. I've never seen this matchup. I've never seen the Paragnice in actual 1v1 before at all. I honestly don't know what to say. Like, I feel like the Hunter should win. Just on the virtue that the Paragness has very limited defense, you know. Once the turret dies, that's it. You have an RD and then you're out of the fight. Hunter also with the stun. Like, I think all Sky needs to do here, I think, is just either kill the turret and then reset for his cooldowns, or kite out the entire turret duration and then go back in. Because he can... Sky is in full control of this fight. He has a stun, he has an actuator, and he has a faster ship, and an afterburner. Pretty big deal, should be mentioned. But Sky can still fuck it up. If he's too aggressive, AB in, doesn't matter obviously, he can still walk out whenever he wants. And looks like he's just gonna try to force the turret out. Yeah, playing aggressive. Harley not willing to give up the turret if he can avoid it. Throws out the RD first. He doesn't need to drop the turret. There it is. And we'll see what Sky decides on. Looks like he's just gonna go for a reset. Pops the RD. Might go for a few SB trades while he has the RD and Harley doesn't. Harley actually walking dangerously far out, but Sky's just gonna kite out for his own RD and his stun, I think. He gets it faster than Harley, because of the actuator and the stun. And I think, yeah, Harley is gonna get back up to full health and from the turret, so there's a good chance that Sky is just gonna wait out the entire turret duration, which will take a while, so just to get the statistics for you, I'm gonna throw in Hitch while we have nothing to do. Oh, we have some SB pokes. They're actually walking back into range of each other. I think Sky's gonna go for the turret. Yeah. Stuns Harley. Goes to kill the turret. I think this is the correct move. It's definitely faster than waiting for it to time out. And Harley gonna get all of the healing he can from it. Sky's just gonna kill this. Go for a reset. His ship is way faster and he has an AB, so he has nothing to fear really. He should make sure that he's like fully out of range. He doesn't heal to 100, but Harley's not at 100 either. So Sky is in full control of this series so far. I'm not sure if SB trading is the best idea, because one misstep, but you take an extra rocket, that's GG. But Harley, yeah, it doesn't look like he's in range. RD gets forced. Sky is now just gonna wait for his own RD. Doesn't need to be careful. 1 SB and he's dead. Yeah, turns back slightly to get the stun off. Make sure that it doesn't happen. And now Sky with an RD. Should see him walking in. And should see him taking a decisive victory. Unless if this is a ludicrous crit. It's a good crit. He actually drops low, but yeah, Sky really playing it careful. He's gonna AB out of this. Wow, wow, wow. I feel like he could have finished that, but you know, those items don't come back. But looks like Sky is gonna probably try to finish this on range exploit then. 1 SB. The Paragnus has way more armor than him though, so it's an interesting one. I'm not sure. I feel like Sky had a good advantage and has now kind of given it away, but maybe I'm underestimating the sheer DPS potential of the Paragnus. Hunter doesn't have the best armor to deal with it. The NPC is out now. Sky, AB's in. Quick blaster. Not a blaster. Forces the RD. RD doesn't get a crit there. If that rocket would have crit, Sky's just dead. But yeah, both RD, but Sky has the stun. And that should now, finally, in theory, be enough to give him the victory with 1 more SB. Or a normal blaster. Thank you, Sky. So Sky gets the second one, and that is a 3-2 for Harley now. But Harley gets to pick what system he would like, and he picks Sirius, which he has played twice and not lost yet. So, an understandable choice there. Sticking with what he knows and what has been proven effective against Mr. Skylork. And I'm curious what ship we're gonna see, because once again, Skylork, Chrome, Hunter, and that's it. 2 choices. And yeah, we're gonna find out. Maybe maybe the choice is just gonna be the Punari again. I feel like it does decent against both of those ships. It's pretty good against the Hunter. It's probably the best choice in the game against the Hunter. And it's a solid option against the Chrome as well. You possibly go to time, but oh, and Skylork goes for Skylork asking for an energy break. Harley offering to do Mizar. We'll see if Skylork is willing to play Mizar without collecting energy in between. Doesn't look like it's still going to the Draconis system. Draconis? Tauceti system. To fill up energy, so I have nothing to do. And if I think about it, then I'll cut this out of the recording, and you'll see me back on the next one when the next fight starts. Yes, I'm just gonna cut the recording actually. And here we are, waiting for Skylork to come out with his ship. System selected has been Mizar by Harley Quinn. Depending on how good my editing skills are, you may have seen Sirius. He changed the system afterwards. Sky agreed to it, all good. And Skylork picks an Emperor against Harley's Scorpion that's waiting on the surface. So Emperor's Scorpion, I expect the Emperor to win by all definitions. There is no real way the Scorpion breaks the range exploit, but you know, a strong rocket and a strong bomb, that always has potential. So Sky needs to be careful to not get too close, and then I think he should be good to tie up the series. But yeah, let's see how it goes down. Scorpion just doesn't have a good win rate in 1v1. It just objectively doesn't. But let's take a look. I'm expecting a lot of range exploiting here by Skylork. I'm quite curious to see what Harley is going to do about it. So the go sign has been given. First SB. Harley AB's in. Skylork not ABing out right away. Probably wants to force the RD. I feel like Harley should have started with Scrambler while this was going on. But it should be mentioned, Harley once again, long repair droid, he really likes it. And yeah, Sky getting somewhat close, not in bomb range yet. Sky's HP is dropping at an alarming rate though, his RD is about to run out. Harley's damage is significant here, but I believe he's gonna get to range, yeah. Emperor is the faster ship, Sky walks back into range actually. Possibly trying to make it fair, but that rocket, and Harley misses a bomb and stops moving. Oh, if he would have kept moving, he would have had a blaster here to win. That's unfortunate. He thought he had that bomb hit, he misses it, and he thought it was over. And now he's in a really bad spot. Sky gets the protector back, and Harley has no way to break the range exploit now. Needs to wait for his AB cooldown, but now also needs to wait for his RD cooldown. And he's already in sniper range. He's gonna be taking damage again. Sky just walking in like he thinks he can kill him here. Needs to be careful still. Sky puts his RD up now. Harley probably just gonna get thermo and killed here. Not sure if Sky has the thermal already. Probably not. But yeah, Harley with the Scrambler again, avoiding a lot of this damage. We're quite close. Honestly, Sky once again out of defense, goes to range. Harley AB's in. Not a good rocket hit, so Sky survives that. I feel like a high rolled crit might have gotten him there, but not lucky enough on Harley. And now once again Sky in a range exploiting position while he's not even trying to do it that hard. Just the fact that his ship is so much faster than the Scorpion, giving him free range exploiting abilities, yeah, definitely a very powerful asset. And there's the SB range. As soon as Sky gets the thermal back, this fight just ends. There's the thermal. Now he's just gonna walk into blaster range, yeah, put his RD up. He's gonna burn this through the... He should chase this. He's gonna burn it through the RD. That's the issue of a long RD against the Emperor. Still alive. SB. There it is. Skylork ties up the series, 3-3. Yeah, definitely an unfortunate lag moment for Harley though, when he just stopped moving. That, yeah, if that hadn't happened, he probably wins the fight right there. So, quite close, but ultimately Skylork just superior movement speed and a ship that has an SB. That's a recipe for a win right there. You need some form of controllability to break the range exploit, and Scorpion just doesn't have it, and also doesn't have the speed to naturally compete with the Emperor's range exploit to begin with. If you're a ship with the same speed, then at least once you're in range, the Emperor can't get out until you let him, but you know, Scorpion doesn't have that. Anyway, Sirius has been selected for the next and final system, 3-3, so we have now turned our best of 7 into a best of 1. Sky with quite the impressive comeback, coming back from a 3-1 deficit. And we'll see what sort of ships we get. I'm mostly interested in Harley's pick. The logical choice, I guess, if I should put it that way, would be probably either the Punari again, or the... I'm not sure how confident he is, like... The Locust that he played in the first round, it's decent against both the Hunter and the Chrome, which are Skylork's options in this system. But it's not like a convincing pick. And Harley brings out an Emperor. So that's gambling. Pretty much, that's gambling. 50-50. Like, he'll lose to the Hunter, almost guaranteed, and he'll win against the Chrome, almost guaranteed. Let's see if he's lucky today. It's anyone's game, and I'm not sure what's going on inside Sky's head. Usually, if Sky gets the option, usually he'll prefer the Hunter over the Chrome for a 1v1. We're gonna see. If he sticks with his Hunter, he should be taking this one home. I've seen Sky play the Hunter versus Emperor matchup. He knows what to do. Most people at this point know how to play that matchup. And it used to be thought to be a fairly close matchup these days. The Hunter almost always wins the fight. Skylork needs to bring out a ship. And I hope he does it soon, because I have once again run out of things to talk about. So... Don't tell me he's on the surface. No, he's still in place, okay. I'm not that blind. Any second now, Skylork will reveal his ship. Any second now. And it is the Hunter. There it is. So, Skylork now, in my opinion, quite favored to take this round. Should be mentioned that the Emperor has still fairly solid potential against the Hunter. A few good crits, maybe a little bit of range exploiting, a little bit of manipulation with your items, baiting the stun into the protector, stuff like that. It definitely has potential, but I consider the Hunter to be fairly strongly favored. I don't consider this to be that close of a matchup. It's just not an absolutely crushing matchup either. It's somewhere in between. If I had to give it a percentage, I would probably say 60-40 or 65-35, something in that direction. Both contestants would be so kind as to go red. And there they are. And let's see. So Harley should be the one range exploiting at the start. And Sky should be the one just putting his buffs up, running in, getting the job done. That's how the Hunter plays this match. And we are off. So obviously moving into his B range. Harley moves straight into blaster range. Interesting choice. Sky just puts the buffs up. AB out, but Sky can just chase this now. RD first. It's also a long repair droid once again by Harley, and that's just risky business. He needs to put the protector very soon now. There's the prod. Once the prod goes out, he gets stunned and he should just die. The long repair droid, it might do its full job before he dies. Should see a stun by Sky, and Harley's just not doing damage anymore. Sky still has the buffs running. Gonna be taking this one out. Missing a few blasters though. Okay, got close. If Harley gets one more SB off there, then it's actually a different result, but Sky just plays it clean. I feel like Harley should have probably stayed at a distance slightly longer, but that means Sky takes the series with a 4-3 victory. Very, very impressive stuff. So, some close matches. I hope you all enjoyed. And Sky defending his spot. I will catch you on the next one. Take care.